Architectural Builder Supply is pleased to present you with this recording of the technical question that is listed in the title of this video.
This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.
Supply, this is Richard.
Good morning, Richard. This is Adam Margansky.
Yes, sir.
And I spoke with you yesterday about the Norton door closers.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
And first question, where are you guys located? Are you in Illinois or Naples, Florida?
Yes to the latter.
Yes to the latter? Naples?
To the latter.
Wow. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I've got a question about those things. I have two of them, and invoice that you sent, the price of some was, I think, $440 was both for shipping. Is that for one or two?
I don't recall the quote exactly. What's the quantity in how many are on the quote? Is it one or two?
Well, it's kind of difficult. I think it may be a quote for one, but I have
Sounds
two
about
of them.
right. Yeah, sounds about right.
Okay. The other thing that I like to know is, how do I know that the ones that I have need to be repaired?
I would say when the door is not closing correctly, if it doesn't return to the closed position, I would say that there could be something wrong with it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know that they're defective.
Let me explain the situation. I'm restoring Turn of the Century Bank here in East Central Illinois.
Okay.
And I've taken the two doors that these two things were off about 20 years ago, and finally the bank is done. I kind of washed and cleaned the closers up, repainted them. First of all, is there a difference? There's two doors. It's a one door, but there's left half and right half. So it's this kind of hinge on the left side and the right side. Are those closer units, left and right specifically, or are they interchangeable?
As far as I know, they're non-handed. So depending on how you attach the arm to the header, that will determine the handing. Like the pictures, I could tell that it was a right-hand door. Actually, I think I put left-hand, but that's a right-hand door that's there because the arm is on the left side of the body. And yeah, that's how that works. Okay.
Boy, I took the knot on top of the potbelly thing off to move the arm, and when I took the knot off, I think I released the tension on that ratchet on there, and I think. Go ahead.
Yeah, removing the arm and pulling the ratchet pin would definitely remove the tension on the ratchet.
And I think you need a special tool to put the tension back on. Is that correct?
Well, a spanner wrench would have been included with that closer originally, and in absence of not having a spanner wrench, some people use channel locks, which I don't recommend, but one way or another, you got to set the tension on that ratchet.
Okay. Where do I get that wrench?
I don't know that you'll have success finding one at all. I could ask if there are any available, but if there are, it's going to be extremely expensive because you're buying literally a 100-year-old tool. It would be extremely expensive.
Yeah. The reason that I'm leading you on this little pathway in this discussion is before I decide to send them out to you guys to fix them, I would like to know if they work or don't work. And the problem is,
of course.
And the problem is that I don't have the tool, and those things you have to stand on your head, rub your stomach, and chew gum and blow into the wind at the same time to figure out how they work.
False.
Pardon me?
False. They're very, very simple. They're very simple devices. They're literally 19th century technology. There's nothing hard about those. It's just where you see what's counterintuitive on a potbelly closer is the spring. If you tighten the spring by turning it clockwise, you'll put stored energy into that spring. And when you release that in your mind's eye, you're getting the energy back. But if I took the same spring and I turned it counterclockwise, I get the same storing of energy and release of that energy when I release the spring. So what's neat is you can either loosen that spring or tighten that spring. And once you understand that that's just how they work, then you understand, oh, it's left hand or right hand, and all you have to do is get that ratchet turned. So that's all you have to do. They're
all
really
right.
easy.
Okay. Well, before I decide to send them out to you guys, I'm going to see if they need to be sent out. And
of course.
Look,
it's likely that they don't.
Yeah. And of course, I'm going to have to use kennel locks on that ratchet that I released the tension on to see if I can put some tension back in there. All right, Richard. Well,
yeah. Well, you won't. You can do all of that on your workbench. Don't do it with the closer installed. Do it on a table, and turn the ratchet. Set the ratchet pin. Once the arm has to be attached, you turn the ratchet pin. You turn the ratchet. You would then insert the ratchet pin, and then you can use the arm as the lever to turn it and to make sure it comes back. It comes back to where it was, and you can do that in both directions.
Okay. Well, I'm going to try it and see what kind of success I have with that. Well, listen, thank you very much for the advice.
You're welcome, and get yourself through it if you can, because new versions of that closer, if you think a repair is expensive, you should price new ones. So
how much
one way or another, well more than $1,000. Well more.
Wow.
So
yeah.
Definitely get to the bottom of it. And if you wanted to ship me one with all the parts, I'll make a video of me doing it and sending it back to you. Because I know that I've got a spanner wrench here. I know that I do. I won't part with it because I won't ever put a channel lock on one of those closers.
Yeah. Okay. One of the let me see. The problem is that the doors are kind of ornate, and the holes I drilled exactly for that closer. So I don't want to. I could put a new closer on it, but it doesn't have the same. It just doesn't look right, And I would, and that would be probably work, but I want to reuse the old ones. So we'll see what happens.
And plus, if you bought a new closer, one that was heavy duty, commercial grade, you'd be spending the same, if not more. You can buy a $60 closer, a $120 closer, but if you want a heavy duty, like a heavy duty Norton or a heavy duty LCN, they're $450 for sure.
Yeah.
So,
well, listen, thanks for the education, I appreciate it. Okay,
I'm glad you called, sir. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Architectural Builders Supply hopes you have enjoyed this program. Again, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up. Please subscribe and maybe even send the video to someone that you know. Thank you.